Well, ladies and gentlemen, so under these beautiful fall colors of East Coast, I wanted to shoot this video here today on really trying to understand what is the most valuable thing in life and why us running after some of our goals and dreams as we think of, it's really is a waste of time. Goals as in I want to become famous, I want to become a multimillionaire, or I want to have a corner office job on the 50th floor of this one building. Because certain events in our life put in a lot of perspective. One single event can put perspective into the minds and hearts of thousands of people. And this is specifically became very, very evident when I heard the news of passing away of Dr. Chakrapani Law, one of the finest Vedic astrologers in the United States, who is also the guru of Dr. Dennis Harness. And I was trying to help for his medical bill just 3 days ago when they reached out to me. And literally the day that I posted it on my Facebook, in the evening he passed away. And that put a lot of things into perspective, because I had Chakrapani Law for an interview about 3-4 years ago. So you can go back and on YouTube, just type in interview of Chakrapani Law, and one of the most precious memories that I've had is having a conversation with him. And yet I will never be able to have the conversation with the exact same soul in that particular DNA form. I'm sure I may run into Chakrapani Law one day, maybe as a child reborn, curious about astrology. Maybe he has moved on to the other realms. But a lot of things were put into perspective about life. And that's what I wanted to discuss here, as to what really should matter and what is success. What is it that really defines success and should define our success in our life at this particular, moment. So first of all, I just wanted to give my condolences to the family of Chakrapani Law. And, I hope you guys find your peace with his departure. And, I hope he blesses all of us and help us with his blessing to continue on his work, the work which is pretty much, you can say, has been passed down from the rishis, the lineage of Vedic astrology. The best we can do is carry on, his legacy. But this brings to a very important point, about life and what is important. Like, what is it that we're running after? I'm pretty sure Chakrapani himself may have had goals for the next 5 years. Like maybe in the next 5 years or next 2 years, I want to attend this conference and I want to maybe start some course on astrology. And suddenly he finds out, that he has leukemia and he has to now get this treatment. All of these things are happening, and within a day, you go from your plans to nothingness. And so what is it that the most precious thing, and this is the lessons, I've heard from other gurus, like one of the most upcoming gurus now is Sadhguru, is that the most precious thing in your life, the most important goal in your life, the most important achievement in your life is not the goals that you have here. It's this. It is the sunrise and the sunset right now that I'm witnessing. That is what has been gifted to us for free. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to kiss somebody's ass. You don't have to attain some degree in education to have this most precious achievement in your life, that, hey, I got to wake up today when million others did not see the next sunrise. I got to witness these trees, the beautiful fall colors, to see my loved ones waking up with me. Tell me that is not the most important thing. Tell me that the most important thing is, no, I want that. I want the promotion. I want to be a billionaire. That's it. I want to get. I have $200 million contract. I want to get the $1 billion. What does it mean? Like today, we know Bill Gates as being the richest person in the world. He has all this wealth. Tonight, if he dies, what does that mean to that soul of Bill Gates? Is he taking all the? Is all the monies from the bank going to disappear and go with him to the next realm? No, it is going to be here. Who is Bill Gates? Bill Gates is just a human being. So if you want to appreciate your life, if you want to feel achieved and successful, well, this is why they say to live in now. What is this such a cliche statement, to live in now? Is that right now that you're able to breathe, you're able to sense things, understand things in a healthy manner, being healthy and not being a vegetable on bed. That is the biggest achievement. So you have already achieved. You have already achieved your success. There's nowhere else to go right now. So stop thinking that this life, see, people think my life's mission is to achieve this $1 million goal and then to open up a school for children, for poor children, and to achieve this fame. And so I can, be part of NGO. And this is my mission in this life. No, this is not your mission in this life. There's no, God is not looking at you and saying that, oh, you did not fulfill this contract of getting a fame. That's not what God is. That's not what life is. God did not say your mission in this life is to do all these things, accomplish all these things. There's no such thing as life's mission. Otherwise, people like Einstein, Nikola Tesla, even great sages like Jaimini and Parashara would have lived for thousands of years just so they can give all the information out to everybody. But they didn't. They lived their normal life and they left. They knew the cycle of this universe. See, best example would be, you come across scholars, right? PhD scholars, master, people who have degrees in mathematics and physics, astrophysicists, and then they discover something. They discover a brand new particle. They discover a brand new metal or element out there that will change everything. Did they really do something profound? Was God like, oh my God, you discovered this element, let me reward you. You have accomplished your life's mission because you did this for people. No, remember, that element was created by the source energy itself, the universe. The universe doesn't care that you discover it or not. It's like if I build a computer and one of my children says, oh, I just discovered a memory. I see where the memory card goes. I'm like, look, wow, I accomplished a mission that I figured out where the memory card goes in the desktop. And me as the creator of the desktop, okay, great job, but I already knew that. You don't need to be like, that's your lifelong mission and goal. Don't tell me that's all your life's mission goal is to discover the memory slot in the desktop. Because you discovering something in this universe, you discovering alien life in this universe, God does not have this reward system that discovers this is like a game, this is like a summer camp game that you gotta, or like the Easter egg hunt. You gotta hunt all these eggs and then you'll be rewarded. Because God has already created universe with whatever millions of lives. The source energy that we know as God already knows where everything is, how everything is, what material is there, what material is not there. You discovering it doesn't do anything. So then the question becomes, what is then the goal? What is then the goal of our existence? Well, the goal of our existence, just like my guru, Kavindra Rishi, Jeffrey Armstrong said, this universe is not a universe, it is university. You have to graduate to the next level. Otherwise, you're going to keep repeating the same grade over and over again. Like you being stuck wanting to have your goals, the material goals, like I want to achieve, even you wanting to build a hospital for somebody is a material goal. You wanting to achieve your goal of, having a private jet, getting the fame like some big Bollywood movie star or Hollywood movie star, it's actually going to help you recycle yourself again. If that's what you want, keep doing. If you really want to go to the next, if you want to go from the first year of university to the second year, then third year, then fourth year, and finally graduate so you can perhaps go on for your PhD program, you're going to have to understand something. You're going to have to take certain classes in education, which means you're going to have to, first of all, appreciate this. The first step to your spiritual progress is to appreciate the fact that you've got a sunrise today that you were able to see. The Chakrapani Law will not be able to see the beauty of this sunrise. At least not till he takes new birth, or the sunset, or these fall colors. So now think about it. Your girlfriend left you, your boyfriend left you, you're depressed. My life is over. Really? Is that what you want to tell somebody who may have had goals to accomplish something, yet they can't even see the next day sunrise? Shouldn't you be appreciating, why you're here, what you're doing? Complaining about your money and oh, my daughter's not married. Oh, I don't have children. This means nothing in your existence. You having no children doesn't mean anything in your ability to graduate to the next level. Your daughter and your son not being able to marry and nobody wants to, be with them, or whatever the case is, that should be the least of your worry. You know what your biggest worry should be? What have you learned today that will help you graduate your class? What is it that you learned today? That's what I want to know. Did you do any Kriya Yoga? Did you do any meditation? Did you try to connect with the universe? Did you really try to understand this nature that is around you and becoming one with the nature, which is part of your curriculum? Your curriculum is not to get the promotion, running after promotions. So once you realize this fact, right now, while I'm talking to you, I can die right now. And that's my last sunset that I'll ever see. And one day you gotta understand, you will be watching this video and I won't be here. I won't be here to comment. I won't be here to reply to your comments, to share my thoughts with you, because I myself will go one day. This particular DNA structure of Kapiel Raaj will no longer exist. But one thing you gotta understand about Kapiel Raaj is that his mission was no longer, after a certain age, which I am at right now, is no longer to have the most fame, have the most money, have the most luxurious of life, but my aim is to graduate. But that graduation process also comes with responsibilities, because I wanted those responsibilities. I wanted a wife, I wanted children, so I have to provide for them. That is my duty. That is not my goal or the part of my curriculum to graduate. Doesn't matter how big is your karmic log. People say, well, how can you then, complete your karma when you're already building new karma in this life by doing some bad deeds, doing some sins? This is why you have to be a little bit more smarter than the average person. That the cycle of death and rebirth will keep continuing until you want to escape it, until you take some action towards it. Doesn't matter how bad your sins are. Okay? Doesn't matter how bad your sins are. Once you take on certain actions, when you align yourself with the universe, you will start your process from that day that, hey, this soul wants to graduate. Okay, welcome to the class. Right now, most of you are just sleeping. You're not even in the class. You're not even wanting to be on the first day of class. So when these events happen, when somebody as loved, as important as Chakrapani passes away, it tells you, it really puts a lot of things in perspective about life and your goals. Now, many of you will also be saying that, well, then what's the point of then even doing astrology? What is this whole Vedic astrology, and why should we even try to understand astrology? Great question. And perhaps there is no use of astrology. When in terms of following your spiritual path, there may not be. Somebody may give a great discussion, great argument that astrology has nothing to do, especially Jyotish, Vedic astrology has nothing to do with your spiritual progress. However, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you discussing these thoughts, discussing this, ambience of information that I have around me, if it wasn't for Jyotish, if it wasn't for astrology. Astrology is like this, bridge between the spiritual and the material world. The spiritual knowledge and the material knowledge. Material knowledge is like civil engineering. How to build bridges. Engineering, how to build, cars and rockets and whatnot. Space, aerospace engineering. From there, it shows you how to build your spiritual knowledge. Vedic astrology for me has been that entrance into the classroom of wanting to graduate. It's not even a graduate program yet. I'm still in this university trying to get the bachelor's degree in spiritual knowledge. But it has given me that entrance that, I'm in the class now. All right, I'm curious, I want to learn. So astrology has become this, this hallway into the class. This is why it's important to know, it's important to know certain things about yourself and astrology, what your peccadillos are, what your negative trends are, what your positive trends are. It really helps you understand to correct those bad things, to correct those things that may not be the best energy aligned with this universe due to your karmas. That's what astrology is. It really shows you how to, whatever you have brought in, the baggage, the UPS baggage that has come to you, when you open that package, what to do with it, how to dispose that package so you don't have to deal with it, and you don't have to deal with future packages. This is why I'm into astrology. This is why I'm into Vedic astrology. So think about it, whatever I've said about, your life and your success and your goals. Your life and success goals, 10 rules of success by this guru and 10 rules of success by this CEO and this celebrity doesn't mean nothing. You don't want to follow those 10 rules because their success, their version of success is to keep you here and have you recycling yourself. Whether it's you making $1 million or $1 trillion 200 years from now. The rules that you need to be following is the rules that have been gifted to you, is about this nature. It's about the cycle of that rising of the sun and then the setting of the sun. That you are witnessing this one day that many millions others are no longer going to get to witness. And from there you have to be curious. Okay, why am I here? What am I doing here? Okay, what is this place supposed to be? What is this? And at the same time, you have your material thoughts coming in your head. This is why the mind is a monkey. I'm thinking, I'm saying all these things. The next thing I'm also worried about, our electric bill is due for $500. Because obviously in East Coast, it's either really hot, really cold. Those things come in your head. I've got to pay this thing. I've got to go here. I've got to start preparing for, Sedona, because Sedona conference is here this month. On November 29th, I'm going to be there with Dr. Arjun Pai, Eve Mendoza, many other are coming. So I'll be there. Maybe we can have this discussion in person with me over a glass of tea, beer, whatever you want. But just remember, start appreciating your each day, each moment, instead of fighting each other. Finding time to troll somebody on the internet when you should be working on your graduation. Hating on somebody while you could be working on your graduation. So, this was just my little message after, the passing away of great Vedic astrologer Chakrapani Law, who put a lot of things in perspective for me, and I wanted to share this. I tried to share this last time on live video, which kind of messed up my audio, so I'm like, this is the best way I can connect with you. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, subscribe below, and also I just wanted to let people know that I'm going to be opening the Dasamsa chart nakshatra reading tonight. Dasamsa is your karma, not necessarily your career. It has now become the career. It really shows how you're gonna exhaust your karma, your actions, through which now we earn money, yes. So it kind of shows your career. I mean, obviously it shows your career, but it really is how the karma is going to be unfolded. Okay, so anyway guys, we will see you tomorrow with Venus in Jyeshta Nakshatra. But again, remember guys, one day I won't be here. So you need to, appreciate everybody that you see, everybody that you meet, and recognize your own value of that sunrise and sunset. See you later. Bye-bye.